That is
Well,
red
Cuphead
screen.
and his pal Mugman, they like to roll the dice. By chance they came on a devil's game, and gosh, they paid the price. Paid the
Alright, enough. Hi, hello, welcome back to another Onkruid video. I think we were playing with this with controller, or not? Guess not, or is it in the options? Controls... Assign control... Oh, no, well, yeah, well, I'll figure it out. We'll play with the keyboard, who cares, man? This is so loud for me. I hope it's a bit less loud for you, but that's up to me. Welcome to another little series on the Onkruid channel. A series, one video, who knows? Welcome to Cuphead. A game gifted to me by my buddy Berglucht a while ago. Really, like, years ago already, probably. He was like, hey, you should record this. And here we are. Once upon a time, in a magical place called Inkwell Isle, there were two brothers named Cuphead and Mugman. They lived without a care, under the watchful eye of the wise Elder Kettle. One day, the two boys wandered far from home, and despite Elder Kettle's many warnings, ended up on the wrong side of the tracks and entered the Devil's Casino. Inside, Cuphead and Mugman soon found themselves on a winning streak at the crap stable. "Hot dog!" exclaimed King Dice, the casino's sleazy manager. "These fellas can't lose." "Nice run, boys," laughed the newcomer. The brothers gasped. It was the casino's owner, the devil himself. "Now how about we raise the stakes," he suggested with a toothy grin. "One more roll, all the loot is yours, but if you lose, I'll have your souls." Cuphead nodded, grabbed the dice. "Good gosh, Cuphead, no!" cried Mugman, but it was too late. "Snake eyes!" while slamming the floor. "You lose. Their soul is now the devil's." There must be another way to repay you. But yes, please, mister. Perhaps there is. I have here a list of my runaway debtors. Collect their souls for me and I just might pardon you two mugs. You two mugs? Absolutely great insult, but just like very applicable here as well. "Get going," and he kicked the boys out rudely. "I have till midnight tomorrow to collect those souls or ours will be collected." "Come on, Mug," panted Cuphead. "We have to find Elder Kettle. He'll know what to do." I don't think he's gonna be satisfied. You didn't follow his advice, and now you're coming for his advice. I know you don't want to be the pawns of the devil, but if you refuse, I can't fear to imagine your fate. You must play along for now. Collect those contracts. Your debtor friends won't be very friendly. In fact, I expect they'll transform into terrible beasts. A nice potion. Magical abilities. Thank you, Elder Kettle. And I will go to your writing desk tutorial. Yeah, let's be sensible. Let's be a little bit sensible and figure out what the game is about. It's quite an old game, and of course I know some of the stuff. Z for a jump, that's crazy. Tap for short, hold for high jump. Alright, descent. I think I am definitely gonna have to assign my controller because these controls seems sussy as hell. How do I controller? I want to play with a controller, please. Can I play with a controller? Can I not play with a controller? I guess we cannot play with a controller. Let's then just reassign some of these keys. Shoot, let's go for E. X shoot, whatever that means, is gonna be R. And then I think the rest is fine. Yeah, let's go like this. There we go. 8-way aiming. Oh, yeah. 8-way aiming. So while we're standing still, we can actually shoot like that. Alright. Parry slap. Press jump while airborne to nullify or interact with pink objects. Like that. Alright, something like that, right? Resurrect, revive your dead ball with a well-timed parry on the ghost. So just like that, but that is only for 2-player mode, so we don't really need to care about that. An upgraded attack that requires a super meter card. Collect coins. Exit. Easy enough. I think I figured out the basics. I also think that I am about to lose really hard and then get mad because of losing, probably. I know that this game is difficult. Difficult as hell. I think we are like at the map right now. I don't think we need to worry about any of these things. Hello, Mr. Tomato Man. Hey, fellas. Looks like you're in for it now, eh? Always getting into trouble, running, jumping, shooting. Give me a hand, please. Ooh, 3 gold coins. That is very friendly. Thank you very much. There's a shop here, but we will definitely not have enough gold coins yet. Botanic Paddock. Difficulty selection. Regular, right? Is this a level? Is this something else? What are we looking at? We are immediately going for that boss fight, huh? Well, that is quite scary if you ask me, but I will just go for it, I guess. A nice test of skill. What happened there is I tried to press the R button to see if I actually had that attack already, but nothing seems to be further from the truth. Can't shoot this thing. That wasn't it, right? Alright, I was like, whoa, that cannot be it. This guy is gonna have a different attack. I presume he's gonna cry his eyes out and we're gonna have to dodge the teardrops that come from the top. I didn't know they were gonna come from the top, but I presumed that we were gonna have to do it like this. And those purple tears are things that we can parry, right? I don't think we need to do that right now. I think we're just fine dodging all of them. That was easy enough. All these guys are probably gonna have like another phase, I presume. Do we need to like stand on below this guy to actually hit him? Seems like it. Ay. Not great. This is a bit too many things to focus on for now. This enemy seems difficult, so I'm just gonna use all the special attacks I have. And there's my first death. That's not bad at all for a first attempt at a boss, right? Maybe I'm being a bit overzealous and a bit too enthusiastic, but that actually seemed a-okay. Of course, it is like the actual first boss of the entire game, the first level, the first enemy we come across, so it's quite predictable that it's not going to be the hardest enemy in the game, but for a game like Cuphead, you almost expect it to be, right? Let's go over to the right side this time around, the right side of Mr. Onion right here. And we can start hitting him right away. And I think I am gonna use my special attacks on the carrot fella yet again, because he does seem to be the most difficult enemy that we encounter in this boss fight, in this little level. I love the style that this game is proposing right here. It's just amazing, really. So retro and beautiful. Make sure that we try and get rid of a bit more carrots if we can, but we need to be more careful with it. And I guess we should use our C button to stand still a little bit as well. Come on. It takes a lot of hits, that's for sure. Dodge these attacks. Not easy to dodge, but we are managing to do so. We should almost have him, right? There we go. Sheesh. The first boss fight, second attempt. It's not too bad, right? Maybe this game is not as difficult as expected after all, which is complete nonsense, because of course this game is going to be difficult as hell. So parrying can increase our grade, I guess. But I think for this series, or especially for now, we are just going to go for like completion and not go for like having perfect scores on anything. I got the Root Pack Soul contract. There we go. First contract completed. The shop is going to be like an actual shop probably. Forest Follies. Run and gun. I guess this is not going to be like a boss fight, but a regular old side-scroller. Run and gun, I surely will do that. I predicted there to be enemies on the top side, so that's why I immediately also started firing up top. And that's why I got hit right there with enemies that were coming from up top, because I like to contradict myself a little bit. Life is full of contradictions, right? It's such a... I need to aim better. It's such a well-known rap bar that a lot of people often use, like, I'm a walking contradiction. I think that has definitely appeared in multiple rap songs, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'll just jump over this little fella here. Right, we're doing some clean dodging, if I do say so myself. I need to remember that I have this dash attack as well, or not necessarily an attack even, but that I have a dash. Because I was kind of forgetting so far. How will I ever reach that? Is it just a high jump? Maybe? I jumped straight into that. That was like a dog shit attempt. Here we already see that it's not as easy as you expect, right? I mean, that was only like the first attempt, so now it will be easier now that we know what to expect at least a little bit. But I do definitely need to use the dash more often. I know that that is something that I am lacking on right now. And I need to change up the keybinds a little bit or figure out how to play with controller, I think, because these controls that I have right now are just not doing it for me in the long run, I think. Those guys are pretty much impossible to hit before they come down, it seems like. Have you guys ever heard of Cuphead? Have you ever played it yourself? It was kind of a hype, but years ago, because it has been out for a while already. It's a game that has beautiful aesthetics, but is more well known even, I think, for its difficulty. The aesthetics are like the main selling point, but the difficulty is selling point number 2. Maybe some people might argue otherwise, but for me, it's definitely that way, because I don't necessarily always enjoy video games if they are too difficult. Dark Souls, not really for me. Something difficult, oh, I thought we could do that, in terms of like having to grind a lot, like old school RuneScape or Diablo or any other action RPG, yes sir, sign me up. I love investing time if that's a difficulty measure. But if it's about like really just having to replay the same level 15,000 times, having to do the same boss fight a whole bunch of times, can we do this? I feel like we can do this. I jumped into it again. I don't know how we're gonna get that coin. I think I'm gonna skip it for now and just try to finish this level. It's a game that has been on my playlist for a while. Not my regular old playlist. That's more in terms of music, but I definitely wanted to explore what Cuphead had to offer. Not only because my buddy Berglucht was kind enough to gift it to me, but also because it's such an interesting game, and because I definitely want to get more into the scene of like indie gaming, of passion projects. I guess lately I've been playing a lot of Noita, I've been playing a lot of the Survivors games, which are also indie games made by some passionate developers that just want to make a game that people enjoy. So I'm already kind of doing it, but this is still like a whole different game. I feel like if people think about indie games, they almost automatically think about platformers. And that's why platformers like this is something that I want to get into more and more. And if you're talking about indie games, successful indie games, I think Cuphead is like one of the main examples that will come to mind in a lot of people's minds, actually, because as I said, it was such an insane hype for so long. Every big YouTuber on the platform was playing it for a while. Right, I'm just gonna move along. I haven't not used my special shot at all. I did not expect there to be any form of boss fight or anything, but I guess this is not really a boss fight. It is just a little bit of a demi-boss. Hopefully the level is almost over though. It was. That was just like very poorly played by me. Let's give it one more shot, but I think we got it. Maybe not with that one little coin that we are still missing, but otherwise, other than that, I think we got this level under control. We know what we are doing, right? I love the fluidity of the controls. It looks blocky, it looks maybe laggy in a sense even. It looks slow, but it is very fast and very responsive. You can add some subtle movements into your gameplay, and I really enjoy that quite a lot. Don't make the same mistake we have made multiple times already about standing still. Jumped right into that, I'm afraid. I think this is one of those games where staying calm is like the most important thing after all. Can we maybe destroy it with like a special shot? Is that something we are missing? Let's see, let's charge it up. We need a couple more enemies to charge it up on. Can we maybe destroy these balls like that? No, we cannot. So do we just need to time the jump correctly? No, you definitely cannot reach it. I think I'm missing something. Can we dash upwards? No, we can only dash to the side. So I don't understand how we get that coin. Not yet, at least. Maybe in the future, something to come back to. I'm so scared. I don't necessarily care about losing and having to provide a lot of attempts and therefore provide a lot of footage, but after all, I think you guys want to see a bit more than one level in a video. Although I'm quite proud with that performance on that boss fight we had at the start of this video. And I am not sure what I'm doing with the game, but I presume that I'm gonna be not editing it, just uploading it in its full extent to show you guys my real experience without editing any stuff out. Although, I need to be careful with those words, because this is a game where you could sometimes like get into the habit of playing the same level 15 times in a row, and after all, nobody will want to hear me nag with the same environment, the same context to look at for that long, right? So I maybe need to think about my words a bit more carefully without just spewing them out. Maybe I will edit this in the future. This first episode is definitely going to be unedited though. Alright, Mr. Mushroom Man, you're not getting the best of me this time. Just die, please. Let's move along quickly. Make sure that we keep on killing those acorn bombs. Just pay attention to everything around us. In reality, there's nothing to fear here. This is just a very easy enemy to get rid of. I almost did it again. Move along a bit faster if we can. I jumped straight into it. 1 second before the end of the level. Alright. Focus mode. No shenanigans, nothing crazy. Just move along, run and gun. That's all you need to do in this level, you know? You just need to run and gun. You don't need to... Oh, those enemies are faster than me. I did not realize that. You don't need to have crazy mechanics. You don't need to know everything there is to know about the game so far. You just need to run and gun. You know what running and gunning is all about, right, Mr. Onkruid Man? Talking about Mr. Onkruid Man, thank you all so much for 240 subscribers. Such an amazing milestone, almost 250, and then 300 is just around the corner. Alright, I need to play a little bit better, otherwise we're not gonna ever be able to finish this video. I guess I could also just dash past some enemies instead of trying to kill everyone. This is the final attempt, because we are gonna be able to finish it this time around. We're not gonna have any difficulty at all anymore. Look at that, that was some supreme enemy prediction shooting right there. Right, we got this. I don't know how we even struggled beforehand. We are just gonna clear this out with the greatest of ease, as my favorite Street Fighter player, Smug, would say. Is he my favorite Street Fighter player? He is definitely up there, but maybe I enjoy Mike Ross even a little bit more. Although, I don't know. When it comes to, like, gameplay and mechanics, I think Smug might be my favorite player. But I also love someone like Bonchan. I love a Daigo in there. I just love the Street Fighter community in general. Both 5 and 4. Street Fighter 4 and Ultra Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter, whatever you want to call it, a bit more. Because that is like the game I really lost my heart to. That is the fighting game that got me into fighting games. Not that fighting games has been the genre I have been investing the most time in lately. But it definitely still holds a special place in my heart. That's for sure, and it always will. Especially because of the memories I created in those games with my buddy Krogrin, of course. Some of the best memories in gaming. Alright, just nice and slow, nice and easy. That was way too close for comfort. Don't give that Mushroom Man a shot or a chance. Dash along, easy enough. We didn't even struggle for a second. I know you guys believed in me all the way through, so I just realized that my camera has been blocking my health the entire episode. That is something you will have to deal with. I am very sorry for it, because I am just the worst content creator in existence. Still quite satisfied though. There we go. 1 boss fight at regular difficulty, 1 level. Not too bad, right? Some progress made. We created a staircase and some bridges. Let's see what the next episode has to offer. That coin guy down there is looking a bit smug. I'm a bit scared of him. Thank you very much for watching this first episode of Cuphead. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye.